Scorpio Sun gives a person a powerful set of personality traits in astrology, both good and bad. Here are the top 10 Scorpio traits, including secrets from ancient texts that tell us what Sun in Scorpio is truly about. Each trait is equally interesting and in no particular order. Then we'll end with the single most important and simple lesson for Scorpios. We can learn a lot from Scorpio energy by taking a closer look at their extraordinary personality and what it really means. Trait number 1. These people are deep. They're sharp thinkers and look for the underlying cause in everything. They have a hard time with shallow conversation and don't accept things for face value alone. Just because everyone says something is true, the Scorpio personality will question it, research it, and expose the deepest truths about that subject. Because of this, they make some of the best investigators in the world. They dig deep to uncover dark lies that have brainwashed masses throughout history. They don't rely on one source of news or authority. They're open-minded and also listen to licensed people who've been silenced and have had their presence deleted. These guys think for themselves. Welcome to Astrology by 33, where ancient astrology is made young again. Trait number 2. People with Sun in Scorpio tend to drift away from religion. This doesn't mean they aren't spiritual, because they usually are. They tend not to conform with the superficiality of religion and the surface-level hypocrisy that goes along with it. They realize there are good and bad people everywhere, even in spiritual groups. Religion usually isn't enough to quench their deep spiritual thirst. They question everything and want all the answers, even if they're ugly and the truth hurts. Understanding the dark and light sides of spirituality is more meaningful to them. This isn't to say they're against religion or anything, it's just that it's usually not deep enough. The Sun rules over places of worship, and Scorpio rules over deep, still water. This energy sinks the church or temple from the outside and submerges it inside the person instead. People with Sun in Scorpio can have some of the most intense, one-on-one personal relationships with God out of all the signs. The kingdom is within. Trait number 3. The person will be held in high regard and looked up to, according to one of the most famous astrology scriptures, Jyotika Parijata. The Sun is the king, and he's in a friendly location in the sign of Scorpio, so he's comfortable. Mars is the ruler of this sign and gets along with the Sun very well. This creates a powerful energy and supportive environment for the Sun. Mars helps the king do what he does best here and elevates him on a platform where people listen and respect what he has to say. The Scorpio personality will be taken very seriously because of this influential position of the Sun. Trait number 4. Someone with Sun in Scorpio is going to experience a profound transformation at some point in their life. These are the amazing stories you hear where someone went through something major and changed for the better. They start out as a caterpillar in life, shut down and go away from people for a while in a safe cocoon, then come out completely changed and able to fly. This can be a dramatic period in life, but it serves a higher purpose and is so worth it in the end. The Scorpio personality is highly resistant and has a much higher pain tolerance than most people. They understand the power within the energy of suffering and know how to transform it through endurance, patience, and doing the right thing even when it's hard. This is where the butterfly emerges. Darkness is balanced by the light. It's important to know that when we go through periods of intense darkness, universal law says that there's a great light at the end, so keep going. Once a person hits rock bottom, there's only up to go, and you grow wings in the process. If you're enjoying this video, make sure to press the thumbs up button below. Your support really helps my channel a lot. Thank you so much. Trait number 5. The great ancient astrologer Prithuyashis says that the Sun in Scorpio can give a person prosperity from kings and a comfortable lifestyle. Practically speaking, this means they could get favor at work from those with authority and make good money. Or it could mean someone with ties to the government who gets great benefits. Many people who serve in the military get all kinds of deals, bonuses, and financial help from the government their entire life. These people could also be researchers or humanitarian organizations that get big checks from the government to fund their work. This kind of money often flows behind the scenes quietly. Trait number 6. The Scorpio personality holds the energy to be well-trained in weapons and defense, according to Brihat Jataka. They're not afraid to handle weapons and know how to use them safely, responsibly, and with amazing skill. The Sun in Scorpio can make a person excel in mixed martial arts, rifle, pistol, or shotgun events. They can be skilled in archery or crossbow, and some Scorpios just like to play paintball or laser tag. Some carry a knife or pepper spray for self-defense. You'll also find them in kickboxing classes at the gym. These weapon skills give Scorpios a suit of armor, just like the hard shell of the scorpion, which is the symbol for the sign. They're great at self-defense and are ready to defend themselves, just as scorpions are armed at all times with a poisonous stinger for protection. Evolved Scorpios know that the greatest weapon of all is love. Trait number 7. The Sun's placement in Scorpio can cause a bit of strain on the person's relationship with their parents. They might not get along well for a certain period of time in their life. It's important to remember this is a karma that needs to be worked out, and if we don't handle it in the right way, we might have to come back the next life and work it out until we master the lesson. So it's best to treat them the way we would want to be treated and to respect them the best we can, even when it's hard. If our parents are difficult to deal with, maybe we were the difficult ones to them in our past life. You'll often find that your parents have some of the same planetary placements or combinations as you do in the birth chart. You might be shocked when you see this generational karma literally written in the charts of your family. There are a ton of overlaps. It's a really fun study in astrology if you're interested. Make sure to see what house your sun is in. That will give you way more information than the Sun in Scorpio alone. Also look at where your moon is. That will show you where the sun's light is being directed in your life and how it affects your mind. Also look to see where Mars is in your chart since he rules the sign. If Mars is strong or weak, you'll feel Scorpio energy in very different ways. And see what planets are aspecting your sun. That's going to change the energy a lot. There are infinite versions of the Sun in Scorpio. That's what makes a person special and unique. Trait number 8. The highly respected astrologer Saravalli says the person will have a desire for battle. These people are brave, able to defend themselves, and not afraid of confrontation. Physically, they make some of the best soldiers out there. A balanced Scorpio never strikes unless it's absolutely necessary. But if they're provoked, they're prepared, just like a scorpion. The brightest star in the constellation of Scorpio is Antares. It's a red supergiant known as the Star of War. Antares is the placeholder for the archangel responsible for the destruction of evil on this planet. It carries strong Mars energy. Battle today has taken the form of information wars. Scorpios dominate in this type of conflict because they dig deep and do their own hardcore research. They don't get their facts spoon-fed to them by the TV or quick searches. Trait number 9. The Scorpio personality is intense. They're very passionate people and feel deeply. So much so, it goes to their bones and core of the soul itself. When they fall in love, they fall hard. When they're with someone, they're with them completely. There's no superficiality in their relationships. They're loyal, protective, and fierce. Trait number 10. The Sun in Scorpio can give the person a hot temper. These aren't the people you want to tick off. This energy goes well with their intensity. The Sun is fire and Scorpio is deep water. When you put these two together, the water boils and you get the energy of a geyser or volcano. Basically, the person is ready to blow. The good thing is that a Scorpion usually won't sting if it isn't provoked. So be kind to Scorpios and they'll love you deeply and dearly. Proverbs 16:32 says a person who's slow to anger is better than a warrior. Proverbs 14:29 says a patient person has great understanding, but an impulsive spirit is foolish. On the other hand, righteous anger can save the world and transform darkness into light. Anger can be a wonderful natural energy that creates positive change when used wisely. If you'd like to learn more about the sign of Scorpio or the Sun alone, check out the links at the end of this video or in the description below. The Scorpio video in particular goes much deeper into the energy of the sign and what it really means. It's worth a watch if you want to know more. Please note, that video is not intended to describe someone's personality. It's strictly about Scorpio energy alone and is not designed to describe a person's traits. Astrology applies to the mechanics of the universe, not just to people and personality types. Scorpio is the 8th sign in the zodiac and corresponds to the 8th commandment found in Exodus 20:15. When you add the numbers of this chapter and verse, you get the number 8. This commandment holds the core energy of Scorpio, which tells us not to steal. This is the main karma that's deeply rooted in the sign. Stealing isn't just about taking away people's stuff. It also includes stealing people's time, attention, energy, and free will. Energy vampires are thieves of a person's life force. Wasting people's time intentionally is a form of theft. Stealing a person's free will would be forcing someone to have a procedure against their will in order to keep their job. These kinds of things go against universal law, and there's a definite karma to be paid back for those who do it and enforce it. The most important and simple lesson for Scorpios to understand is this basic karmic law of stealing and the broad spectrum of energy it contains. It basically says don't take anything from others that isn't rightfully yours on physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual levels. When we take from others, others will eventually take from us. I'd like to challenge you to check your sun placement using both the tropical and sidereal zodiacs. Be honest with yourself and see which one resonates more with your soul. The sidereal zodiac channels divine energy directly from the stars themselves. If you follow tropical astrology and this video didn't describe you, you might want to check out the video on Libra instead, because your sun is probably there using the sidereal zodiac. Many Scorpios are actually Libras and don't know it. Most astrologers won't tell you this. This whole channel is based on intensive research from ancient astrological text plus years of prayer and meditation. If you'd like to see more videos from this channel, you can click subscribe below. And for more, you can visit astrologyby33.com. Astrology should only be used as a general map of possibilities, not something that rules your life. You rule your own life. The kingdom is within you. All the planets and zodiac signs are inside your body. Your whole being is the temple of the Holy Spirit who lives within you. With God, all things are possible. Thanks for staying to the end, and I hope you'll join me next time. God bless.